All right, let's be honest. You've read a ton of books, articles, blog posts, heck, maybe even manuals. But how much of that do you actually remember? I'm willing to bet not much. Most of us are pros at reading, but amateurs at retaining what we've read. And guess what? There's no point in reading something if it's just going to slip through your brain like water through a sieve. So today, I'm going to show you how to remember everything you read. Yes, I said everything. No gimmicks, no fluff, just practical strategies that actually work. But here's the thing, most people don't remember what they read because they're reading wrong. That's right, there's a wrong way to read. You think just because you finished a book or an article, it's somehow going to stick in your brain like glue. Nope. If you're reading passively, skimming the words like you're cramming for a last-minute test, it's not going to stay with you. The good news? There are better ways, smarter ways, to read that will make the information stick for good. I get it. This has happened to me too. I finished entire books, only to realize a week later that I remember nothing except the title. You've probably had that experience too, where you feel productive while reading, but you walk away with nothing solid. Don't worry, we're about to change that. Let's start with the basics. Active reading. What's that? It means engaging with the material as you read, instead of just letting your eyes pass over the words like you're on autopilot. Here's how to make reading active. Ask questions as you read. Before you even start, think, what am I trying to learn from this? Then, as you're going through the material, ask yourself, what does this mean? How does this connect to other things I know? Highlight and take notes. Not like a college student who highlights everything. Highlight key points, ideas that resonate with you, and questions that pop up. But don't stop there. Write down the big ideas in your own words. Your own words, not just copied phrases. Summarize after each section. Stop and ask yourself, what did I just read? If you can't answer, you didn't really absorb it. Make yourself explain it like you're teaching it to a 10-year-old. If you can teach it, you understand it. And before you say, but that sounds like a lot of effort? Yeah, it is. But it's also the difference between actually remembering what you read and forgetting it faster than a Snapchat streak. So, what's it gonna be? Put in the effort, or keep pretending you're learning when really you're just scrolling through words. Next up, spaced repetition. This is the secret sauce to locking information into your brain long term. Most people make the mistake of reading something once, thinking, cool, I've got it, and then they never revisit it. Wrong move. Here's the deal. Your brain works best when you revisit information at spaced intervals. So after you've read something, you need to come back to it after a day, then a week, then a month. This spacing helps move information from your short-term memory into your long-term memory. It's like revisiting a friend. Each time you see them, the relationship deepens. And guess what? You don't have to reread everything. Just review your notes or summaries, it'll jog your memory, and that's all you need. Now let's get to one of the more fun and surprisingly effective techniques, the memory palace. Sound fancy? It's not. It's a visualization technique where you use locations, like rooms in a house, to store information. Here's how it works. Imagine a place you know really well, your house, your apartment, your school, whatever. Take the key concepts you're trying to remember and mentally place them in different parts of the location. For example, imagine you're trying to remember 5 key points from a book. Put one point on the couch, another by the front door, another in the kitchen, etc. When you need to recall that information, you'll mentally walk through the house and see each point where you left it. Trust me, this works like magic. It's like your brain's version of sticky notes, but way cooler. And before you ask, why can't I just try harder to memorize it? Yeah, go ahead and brute force it. See how well that works for you. Or you can use the memory palace and remember things with less effort. Your choice. Here's another underrated technique. Teach what you've learned. I'm serious, if you want to retain information, the best way to do it is by teaching someone else. Why? Because when you teach, you're forced to simplify and clarify your understanding. It's like putting your knowledge under a spotlight. You don't need an actual classroom to do this either. You can explain it to a friend or just talk it out to yourself. Yes, out loud. If you're struggling to explain something clearly, that's a sign you don't really know it yet. So next time you read something, don't just keep it to yourself. Teach it, explain it, share it. This is how you lock it in.